On the night of October 20th, 2022, the quiet town of Maplewood, Wisconsin, was shattered by a nightmare that would unravel secrets buried for years. Lily Thompson, a 17-year-old cheerleader, was the heart of Maplewood High School. She was smart, kind, and loved by many. She had dreams of leaving her small town behind, heading to college, and building a future far away from the suffocating quiet of Maplewood. But on that cold October evening, Lily never made it home. Her parents, David and Sarah Thompson, called the police when she missed curfew. They thought it was just a typical teenager breaking the rules. But when sunrise came, and there was still no sign of Lily, dread seeped in like an unshakable shadow. A search party was organized and several people were being questioned, including all her friends and associates. Flyers with her name and picture identified as a missing person were made and shared, posters were made in her name, and even the news outlet in the town was contacted. Journalists and the press media even granted an interview to the parents, while they gave a tears-filled speech that goes. No trace of Lily has been found since she left home in the early hours of Friday, October 20th, now more than 2 weeks ago. Somebody listening to me today either know where Lily is or know someone who has that information. Please help end this nightmare for all of us. Please help us bring Lily home, thank you. It was a hunter, deep in the woods just outside of town, who stumbled upon a sight so horrific that it would haunt him for the rest of his life. Lily's body lay half buried in the dirt, her once vibrant cheerleading uniform now stained with mud and something far more sinister, blood. But it wasn't just her murder that sent a collective shiver through Maplewood. Her hands were missing. Her face was unrecognizable, disfigured beyond recognition. And worst of all, a red X was carved into her stomach, a symbol no one in town had seen before. Or so they claimed.
Hello, I'm Leeton Tavares Pounds of the Douglas County Sheriff's Office. I would like to share some information on the case that happened on the 20th of October 2022 in Maplewood, Wisconsin, and have gotten media coverage. We have working effortlessly with our detective to get to the root of these case, and I can tell you I have never witnessed anything so terrible and sadistic. We would make sure whoever did this, when caught, will never see the light of the day no more. Thank you all.
At first, the authorities assumed it was a random act of violence, a drifter passing through, a robbery gone wrong, or some sadistic killer preying on young women. But as detectives pieced together Lily's final hours, a darker, more insidious truth began to emerge. Lily had a boyfriend, Caleb Foster, a 24-year-old bartender at a local dive bar, the Rusty Nail. But Caleb wasn't just pouring drinks. He was selling drugs, and not just to reckless teens looking for a high, but to some of the most powerful people in town. At first, Caleb seemed devastated by Lily's death. He cooperated with investigators, provided an alibi, and even shed real tears at her funeral. But then, detectives found Lily's diary hidden in the vent of her bedroom. What they read would change everything. Lily knew something. She had seen something she was never meant to witness. Her last entry read, "I can't stop shaking. I need to tell someone, but who? Caleb says it's too dangerous, but I can't pretend anymore. People are disappearing. I know what I saw. If I don't make it to my birthday, tell them to look under the bridge." She never made it to her birthday. The authorities followed Lily's ominous clue. Under an old abandoned bridge just 3 miles from town, they found a shallow grave. Then another. And another. 12 bodies in total. Some missing for years, some never even reported as missing. Each victim bore the same red X on their torso, a signature the town had long buried in whispers. As investigators dug deeper, it all led back to Caleb. But he wasn't working alone. The drug ring he was part of wasn't just a group of low-level dealers. It was a highly organized operation, supplying not only local addicts but some of the most influential figures in Maplewood, judges, police officers, even the town's mayor. Lily had unknowingly stumbled into something far more dangerous than a toxic relationship. She had overheard a conversation she was never meant to hear. She had seen a face she was never supposed to recognize. And for that, she paid the ultimate price. When detectives finally arrested Caleb, he wasn't fearful. He wasn't remorseful. He was smirking. "You think this ends with me?" he whispered to the lead detective. "You have no idea how deep this goes." And he was right. Before he could stand trial, Caleb was found dead in his jail cell, his throat slit from ear to ear. The coroner's report ruled it suicide, but everyone knew the truth. Someone silenced him. And just like that, the case that could have exposed an empire of corruption and death in Maplewood went cold once again. Though the drug operation was busted, many key players in town remained untouched. Lily's murder led to the biggest uncovering of unsolved cases in the town's history, but the people truly responsible? They were still out there, watching. And to this day, whenever someone gets too close to the truth, they disappear. Just like Lily. Would you dare to uncover the truth behind the dark secrets of Maplewood? Subscribe for more chilling true crime stories.